We're ready to begin with our first topic. And you are all aware, of course, of President Trump's comments about immigrants from African nations, Haiti, and El Salvador. Following these comments, he became the first sitting president to be labeled racist by the editorial board of the New York Times and the former head of the Republican Party. First, we want to give us your reaction to the president's comments, and if you are elected governor of California, how can you work with the President of the United States and his administration for the benefit of our state? Let's begin with Mr. Villaraigosa.
Well, I'm surprised it took the New York Times so long to call him a racist. He was calling Mexicans rapists. He was calling Mexicans rapists and criminals. He was going after Muslims. He was comparing white supremacists with people protesting racism in our country. How can I work with him? With great difficulty, obviously. I think, like so many people in this room, I'm hoping he won't be president by the time I'm elected. But if he is,
please, quiet in this.
But if he is, I intend to make it absolutely clear that California is going to mark a different path. We're going to embrace the diversity of this state. We're going to welcome our newcomers. We're going to say that our health care is a right, not a privilege, that our environmental laws ought to lead the nation and the world.
All right. It's been a minute. Thank you. Each candidate will get a minute. Let's, Mr. Newsom.
Yeah, no, look, it's pretty self-evident that Donald Trump is a racist by his own admission in terms of his words and his actions and his deeds. And I agree with Antonio. I don't know what took folks so long to come to that conclusion. Now, the question for all of us is, are we going to be the center of the resistance, or are we going to be a positive alternative to the agenda being pushed by the Trump administration? In so many areas, clearly, we need to resist on issues of low-carbon green growth and climate change, on issues of immigration policy, on health care, on education. We need to push back and assert ourselves. But we also need a positive alternative agenda where we can enliven people's senses and get other parts of this country moving by looking at California. It's the power of emulation. Look, California is a movement. California, I believe, are a cause. And the world is looking to us not only to live together and advance together and prosper together across every conceivable difference, but also looking to California to lead, not just nationally, but internationally. And that's what I intend to do as your next governor.
Okay, please. Ms. Easton.
My dad always said if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck and it flies like a duck, it's a duck. Clearly, he's a racist. And I just say to all of you, as a political science professor for a number of years, I watched with interest as a young adult, as the present Republican Party used to wave the 10th Amendment at the country and say, those powers not expressly given to the federal government nor denied to the states shall be the power of the states and the people. California has to stand up for our rights, for our honestly beautiful environment, for our amazing diversity, and if we have to, we'll build a wall between California and the rest of the country to protect the people that live here. The truth is that we are California. So sing, my friends, be blithe, be gay, or weep, my friends, with sorrow. What California is today, the rest will be tomorrow. We will stand together on behalf of all of our citizens. Thank you.